It's one of the most famous trains of them all, haunted by both royalty and murderers alike, in fiction and in fact. It is, of course, the Orient Express, and Pam Rhodes and Paul Barnes invite us to join them aboard on a champagne journey across Europe and back in time to the days when dressing for dinner meant dressing to kill, sometimes in more ways than one. Visit the world's best hotel on wheels when anything goes on a special end-of-series trip on the legendary Orient Express, tonight at 7 on Anglia.
Shippey Hill in Cambridgeshire, where a train crashed into level crossing gates today after a policeman ordered them to be open so he could drive through. Good evening and welcome. That story in full in just a moment. Also tonight, why an occasional cricketer has been called up for the England Test Tour of India, a report from the region's most controversial event, the National Dwarf Throwing Championships in Essex last night, and in complete contrast, a visit to the peaceful goings-on at the National Sheepdog Trials in Bedfordshire today. There's also the epic journey of the first woman to cross the Alps on skis. But that rail crash and more of the region's news first from Verity Lines.
Good evening. A train.
Highway returns to ITV this Sunday, looking decidedly awash.
We decided just for once, we're not going to do a highway, we're going to do a waterway. Because I've been offered a passage on board a Thames barge called the Zoronet, which belongs to the Curden Trust. And we're going on a trip down the lovely Blackwater River in Essex. Also on board with me are the Spinners.
Highway, returning this Sunday at 6:40 to ITV.
Romance and intrigue from 9 to 5 at 7:30. But first we find that anything goes on the Orient Express.
Hello and a warm welcome to the last in the current series of Anything Goes. And what better way to go than with a trip on the world's most celebrated train, the Orient Express.
All the way to its romantic destination, Venice. A journey of a lifetime which for us started one sunny Sunday morning at London's Victoria Station.
The Venice Orient Express Pullman train.
Victoria, Sunday morning when the faithful should be at church. But this is a temple to train travel, and we are pilgrims, here to worship a one-time way of life. Spies, diplomats, royalty, murderers, it carried them all, and now it's our turn.
Yes, the nicest thing anybody's said to me all day.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Japanese only. Only Japanese.
Oh, it's very hot in here. Right.
Okay, if you'd just like to tell me where you'd like your luggage. Do you want them both in your cabin?
I've heard you snore.
Yes, I've heard about yours as well.
Never mind, the train should drown.
Welcome aboard the Orient Express. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Right.
What a pity it's not a steam locomotive, though, eh?
Never mind.
Like most of her Pullman sisters, Minerva was built in the 20s. She worked nearly 40 years, then retired, dodging the scrapman. Now she works once more, not so much running as dancing.
When it comes to meals on wheels, this must be the classiest and the fastest. 1 hour and 40 minutes to Folkestone, where we abandon the English train for the ferry. Although Orient Express passengers are provided with a special lounge on board the ferry, most take the air and the opportunity to stand out in their finery amongst the day trippers. What made you bring your family on the Orient Express?
Well, I'm getting aged now, and I thought I would like to take my daughter, my wife, and my #1 daughter-in-law on a very special holiday.
And what's so special about the Orient Express to you?
Well, Kate flies around the world in damn great aeroplanes. She doesn't want to go in an aeroplane for a holiday, does she? So I thought it'd be a good idea to go to Venice, where my wife has been with me. The girls haven't. I'm going to Puff Puff. And why not? The best Puff Puff, I think, in the world. Why not?
How are you?
I'm okay, thank you.
So my name's Jeff, and I'll be your cabin steward from here until we get down to Venice.
Oh, just knowing for the next 26 hours, Jeff here will organise everything. All I have to do is eat, sleep, and wallow in luxury.
Breakfast in the morning?
Breakfast is served in the cabin tomorrow morning, anytime you wish.
What, breakfast in bed?
Yeah, breakfast in bed.
Oh, I shall enjoy
Can
that.
be
I'll get that at
spoiled.
home, you know. Very nice too. What luxury. Well, thanks very much indeed.
Thank you very much.
Right,
Bye-bye.
bye, Jeff.
Bye-bye.
What to wear, that's the question. It says in that passenger's guide, dinner provides you with a marvellous opportunity to recreate the style and glamour of a bygone age. You can never be overdressed on the Orient Express.
Right.
The minute you walked in the joint, I could see you were a man of distinction, a real big spender, good looking, so refined. Say, wouldn't you like to know what's going on in my mind? So let me get right to the point. I don't pop my cork for every man I see. Hey, big spender, spend a little time with me.
Well, because there were some grand people in the past who weren't actually content to stay actually within the body of the train. They preferred to be on the front. I think now of Ferdinand, who was the king of Bulgaria, a great railway enthusiast, and he used to turn up in a white boiler suit and insist on driving the train now.
When was this?
This is the end of the last century, beginning of this.
That's very stylish, isn't it?
Oh, it's terrific. But his son Boris was an even greater enthusiast, and the train would actually cross the frontier into Bulgaria and find this horse-drawn carriage across the track, so it had to stop, you see. Out would get this character saying, "I am Boris, the Tsar of Bulgaria. You are on my territory. I desire to drive the train." Because there's nothing they do about it. Wonderful, having your own train set like this.
And what a wonderful setting a train like this provides for a proposal. Of course, she said yes. I hope he says no, but I doubt it. After all, don't we all hope that a little romance will be part of the package you buy along with your Orient Express ticket?
Much as we might love Paris, we've left it far behind. Somewhere in the night ahead is the Swiss border. We talk about the darker history of the Orient Express, the true stories and the fiction.
Of course, the movie. You know, it's the movie that turns Americans on. We're into video, and this just makes it live.
So
you don't think you're going to be murdered tomorrow then, do you?
Oh, I hope someone makes an attempt, for heaven's sake.
A pause to change engines, a chance to breathe the air of Austria and to find out how the train works. What does a train manager's job consist of?
Oh, basically it's to keep a top-class hotel on wheels. I have at last a team which is a multinational team, and it is a reflection of my professional life, which has to be always employing European people to do the best of, take the best out of each nation. Service in Italy, cooking of course in France, quality of room service from Britain, etc. And this we've achieved here, and we're very proud of this, and I'm very, very satisfied myself.
Are there any amusing experiences which come to mind?
Well, no more, no less than any good top-class hotel will have, be it in Monaco, in London, in Paris.
You are clearly a diplomat.
Thank you.
It's all in a day's work to the driver. The train behind him may be historic, but the road ahead is what matters. And what a road! That's the passenger's dilemma. The sleeping cars are luxurious, enjoyable, but to sleep is to miss that stunning landscape. Almost there, Venice. And as we check our compartments, the tickets, the luggage, the passports, I wonder if, after the world's most glamorous train journey, Venice might be a bit of an anticlimax. We shall see.
Oh, you have to have a kiss for that. Oh, lovely. It is romantic here, isn't it? Do I get a kiss for you too? Oh, I like it.
Goodbye. We look forward to seeing you again without a film crew. Okay? Thank you. Bye. Thank you.
Well, here we are, Pam. London to Folkestone, across the Channel, France, Switzerland, Austria, Italy, journey's end, Venice. No murders, no spies, as far as we know. And in spite of it being called the best puff-puff in the world, no steam engines either. But still, a glorious experience, eh?
Well, personally, I think the best is yet to come. I mean, just look at us, set loose in what's already proving to be the most romantic city in the world. Venice, here we come.
Romance, how dangerous.
Try new Formula Frisch in your loo. It has more power to clean right under the rim. More strength to lift off stains and go on attacking germs. And it clings on longer to keep your loo fresher. New, thicker Frisch. More power, more freshness.
I'm Ben Squires from Loughborough. I'm a technical apprentice on the YTS. When we started with the company, we spent 3 weeks in each of the departments. I decided to do my training in the electrical section. I've learnt a lot of practical skills and communication skills, and I've also been doing a BTEC course at college. When I started, I was very shy, but now I've come out of my shell a bit. I've learnt a lot of things on the YTS, and it's all relevant, and I think I've done quite well. A good introduction to work would be a very good way of putting it, and I think it's a very essential thing to do. And that's why I agreed to be an advert for the YTS.
The best advertisement for YTS is the people who've done it.
A chorus line comes to the Theatre Royal for 3 weeks only, beginning September 1st. Don't miss a chorus line at the Theatre Royal.
Buy now, pay February on a wide range of top-name products. Buy now, pay February.
At your electricity board shop.
Somewhere between antiquity and the Middle Ages, the city of Venice rose, like her namesake Venus, from the waters of a lagoon. Over the years, writers and poets have described it as dignified, pompous, sinister, even uncanny. But in the summer months, 100,000 visitors a day are drawn to this inspiring, mysterious city.
What's waiting for them is a city which it must be difficult to get tired of. Every building in it is unmistakably Venetian, yet no two buildings appear to be the same. Also unmistakably Venetian, the gondoliers. The only way to become one is to be born one. Romantic tradition maintained by the ultimate closed shop.
Is it sinking? I wondered, as everyone does, but they say the people will disappear before the buildings do. High prices and commercialism over the last 30 years have already sent half the native population packing to the mainland.
Now that rather prosaic-looking little barge is carrying ice cream. In Venice, everything goes by boat. People go by water bus or water taxi, or for a real treat, by gondola. There are police boats, fire boats, ambulance boats. We even saw a waterborne hearse. When you're not afloat, you're on foot. And this is one of the most famous thoroughfares in the world, the Piazza San Marco.
Tourists are shoulder to shoulder here at this time of year, but sights to be committed to camera accost you from every corner, like the imposing, familiar clock tower marking the changing seasons, the sun, the moon, and the faces beneath it.
The Campanile is an exact replica of the 16th century original which fell down in 1902. The guides know it all by heart, how St. Mark's Basilica grew in beauty and importance, and how its frontage can't be compromised by maintenance work. So the scaffolding is enclosed in those neat wooden pavilions. The pigeons are on the city payroll, a legacy from the days when they were sent by the pair each year to the Doge of Venice by way of tribute. The photographers cash in. You'll hear cheese here in 1,000 accents.
In the years of occupation in World War II, Quadri's, the cafe on the other side of the square, was a favourite haunt for German officers. Opposite it, Florian's remains staunchly Italian and will always be held in special affection as a stopping point to watch the world go by, a constantly changing performance in a dozen translations.
St. Mark's Square is a page of the guidebook the visitor can't afford to miss. For the Venetians, it's part of the way of life, the scene of the passeggiata, the daily stroll for the exchange of civilized gossip, the enjoyment of the sheer good fortune to be part of such a city.
If you sit here long enough, you're sure to meet someone you know, and I spied fellow Orient Express passengers Esme and HG, basking in sunshine and music. Being an old hand in Venice, Esme is introducing HG to the city in a very relaxed fashion.
Now, what plans have you got for your stay here? What are you going to do?
Well, we're just going to make take a very leisurely holiday. We're not going to be overactive. We're just going to sit and imbibe the atmosphere. And of course, as I say, it is the Queen of the Sea, and it is evocative and also demonstrative of the history, past and present, and certainly a delightful experience for all who are able to come and enjoy its visual delights.
Well, we hope you have a lovely holiday.
Yes. Thank you for giving us allowing us the honour of being on television.
Oh, how lovely. Lovely to meet you.
I told you, I like my ego built.
Oh!
Particularly at my age.
According to local advice, the way to meet Venetians is to walk and mingle with them. But most of the minglers here are other visitors looking for Venetians. Or, by way of a sort of substitute, a bit of memorabilia to take home. I saw one woman fill a small jar from the Grand Canal.
They say Venice is as small and intimate as a drawing room, a cosy, gossipy village in which nowhere is more than half an hour's walk from the Rialto Bridge. When English nobility were wearing wigs, wealthy Venetians wore masks, papier-mâché character faces which the poor were allowed to copy during the festival before Lent. Such a colourful tradition fascinates tourists who admire the craftsmanship that still goes into the making of these strangely haunting faces.
The best thing by far to bring home from Venice is a set of memories. And that's no problem. Venice must be one of the most unforgettable cities on earth, by day or night. But it's not often that even the Venetians come across a moonlight serenade. There were lots of elderly ladies who smiled, moisty-eyed at the sight of our Roberto and the sound of his two chums launched on the warm Venetian breeze.
It's not quite the same with orange juice, though, is it?
Not quite.
What a wonderful trip and a wonderful place.
Superb. Memories the like of which we couldn't actually convey on film. Like dinner on the roof of Venice, looking down on all the lights.
Dancing in St Mark's Square at 1 o'clock in the morning to a tinkling piano with really good company.
Being away with our best mates behind the camera.
Yes, the people you don't see but we appreciate greatly, I promise you.
Very much.
Well, now then, if the Orient Express is the trip of a lifetime, will it take you that long to save up for it? Well, if you book direct, the train journey alone costs £570. Now, that's including meals.
Alternatively, there are some good value packages available. Thompson's, for instance, offer the train to Venice, 2 nights bed and breakfast in a hotel, and return flight to Gatwick for £759. So, you pays your money and you takes your choice. A choice which, incidentally, also includes much cheaper Orient Express day return and weekend specials to stately homes and the like in this country. Full details, as usual, if you care to send us a large, stamped, addressed envelope.
And I'm afraid we won't be saying that again because, sadly, that brings us to the end of this, our 3rd series of Anything Goes. Just time to say thanks for the thousands of letters that we've had over the past 6 months, and thanks for watching. So till the next time, anything goes.
Anything goes.
Goodbye.
If you'd like some more information on this week's programme, a free fact sheet is available. Please write enclosing a stamped addressed envelope to Anything Goes, Anglia Television, Norwich, NR1 3JG. And the information is also available on Oracle, page 240.
Anglia Television's community unit launches Anglia Action. Anglia's Community Action Unit links viewers and community organisations by putting people who can give help in touch with those who need it.
Hello, Anglia Action. Can I help you?
Anglia Action.
Hello, Anglia Action.
Anglia Action is our latest free service which features each week the work of a community organisation. We'll shortly be recruiting counsellors for marriage guidance, volunteers to work with disabled people, and promoting the work of the Eczema Society. So, if your organisation needs help, it's likely that we'll be able to help you. If you belong to such a group, want to publicise your work or recruit volunteers, then give me a ring on 0473 217 363. And with Anglia Action, you can make things happen.
Next here on Anglia, join the office staff who face laughter and intrigue 9 to 5.